in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give to the left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking downfield on first down. Creates a little room. Plows through the defense. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the day.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Tatum. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti-Teo type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They send the tight end in motion. Toss to the outside. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it. David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Craver. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
The give out of the gun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Skips away from pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. Sometimes there's no substitute for old lady luck, and having her on your side, and she just guided that ball out of bounds for the offense.
Man, I think that head coach, he just narrowly avoided having a heart attack. You can never afford turnovers, but especially not down in the red zone like that. This offense has got to do a better job with ball security.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped with number 4. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Powers through. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. Makes it past the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make... Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aaron! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To throw, it's Hart. He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Continues to fight for yards. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off a defender.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter,